Hello and welcome to Arsenal Domination, where I want to talk about whether Arsenal's finances are limiting their ability to get business done early in this window. And the simple answer is no, I don't think it is. Last season, I think it was a somewhat limiting factor. Arsenal didn't have no money, and we saw them spend some money, but I felt money was much more tight than it had been in recent seasons. And the reason for that was really, really simple, that we were in a position where they had spent a lot of money in recent years, the likes of Declan Rice, Havertz, Jesus, other players coming in, had cost quite a bit of money. And Arsenal had 2 out of 3 years had Champions League money in it. But also Arsenal had sold poorly, and all of those things limited Arsenal's ability in the window to go and spend really big. This summer, I don't think that's the case. Arsenal have 3 years of Champions League football, will be on the books. They sold relatively well last summer. And of course, they didn't spend a lot last year. That will allow Arsenal to go and get some business in. But the suggestions today were that Arsenal couldn't do that until July when that third season kicks in and it sort of rolls over. I think that's somewhat true, but I think Arsenal could do some of it now and still be okay. My calculations were around about the £50 million mark. That is roughly what reputable journalists like David Ornstein has suggested Arsenal had available in this sort of financial year from a football perspective. So Arsenal could do some business now. I think the simple reason that they're not is not financial, or not financial from the point of view of PSR, FFP. I think it's purely financial from the point of view of why would you pay for a player to come in now and pay for their wages when they're on holiday and not returning until the new financial year? And I think that might be the financial factor that is in play here rather than Arsenal don't have any money. I think the second factor here is quite simple, that while Zubimendi and Kepa are done, Zubimendi I think officially done now, Kepa I suspect when he returns from holiday, Arsenal are in a position where they are deciding on their options and are trying to negotiate the best prices. By all accounts, Berta likes to sort of look at all his options and then pull the trigger, whereas Edu decided quite quickly on who it was and then went all out for him. And I think that might be the reason why Arsenal are not doing business at the moment. I suspect the left wing, I really hope, and this might be a hope rather than anything else, is that Arsenal are in a position where they really, really want Rodrigo, and he's, concentrating on Real Madrid at the moment, seeing how it goes. Hopefully that will lead to something there, but I think they will pull the trigger on a number 9 in the next few weeks. And then I think it will depend on sales, depending on what happens in other positions. Like, will they bring in another central midfielder? That'll be a no if Partey stays. It'll be a yes if he goes. Do they sell Kivior or Zinchenko? Does that facilitate a defender coming in? I think that'll be what will actually impact Arsenal's transfer window. But in short, I don't think Arsenal's finances are the limiting factor on why we're not seeing business, and I expect we'll see business soon.